When discussing the topic for the best video games ever made, you might see some common answers like GTA and Half-Life. But you also see the most common answer ever, which I think we agree is one of the best video games of all time. If you haven't caught on yet, I'm talking about Killer Bean.
If there's a diving feature, I think there's not a diving feature, but right there I'm bugged.
Oh my god.
A little over a month ago, Killer Bean the game came out, and like any rational person, I decided to drop $15 to get it day one. I wouldn't say the game's worth it, but it also ends with you fighting Mr. Electric, so you can make your choice there.
And I'm gonna do it all by working remotely today.
Hey! What's
By the way,
Before I start talking about this game, I know some of you might not know what a Killer Bean is, but all you really need to know about the background is that it started out as a cool little short film about a bean killing. I mean, come on, it's in the name, it's pretty simple. And after the series became pretty popular, it went from short film to a full film, which is really something.
Oh, by the way, Megan?
you're fired!
And I guess there's also the mobile game, which technically you could say evolved into what we have now, but I'm not going to be talking about that game today because I want to talk about the one that has the guy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
electric eels?
Now, one more thing to note is that this game is made by one dude, so I'll be criticizing this game a lot for not being really any good.
Well, actually, no clip.
But I still think it's important to cut this game a little slack since it could be a lot better when it's at a beta, but as it stands now, yeah, it's pretty bad.
This dude's evil.
I'm Mr. Electric!
Since I got this game day one, I had to deal with some funny bugs like the audio being set to 0 for some reason when I first started the game, which definitely didn't help first impressions. And even after fixing those settings, it doesn't get much better, as for some reason this game has the most annoying narrator I've ever heard.
Great! We hacked in. I managed to download new data to your map.
I see Toadsworth roped you into this too.
Now getting into the actual gameplay, I actually don't think it's that bad for the movement being pretty good. That's probably the most fun I actually had with this game was the moving, jumping, and all of that. It just felt really good for some reason. But on the complete other hand, the gunplay was just not my type of thing, with everything feeling the same. It doesn't really help that you're forced to always have the pistol, so you only have enough room for one gun and it always ends up being the assault rifle. The game also has a few abilities like diving mid-air and the scan that does nothing and the stupid dance that kills everyone near you, and I really can't get enough of the dance because it literally makes some parts of the game trivial.
Weapons if you haven't already.
Another aspect of this game I'm not a really big fan of is its randomized campaign and just main gameplay in general. The gameplay really just boils down to collecting computers and on rare occasions defending an area by standing in a circle. The only interesting part about a level is when you fight a mini boss, and they're so insignificant they might as well just count as a normal enemy.
You did it! That was a tough fight, but it's
That was
clear
a
now.
tough fight. No, the fuck wasn't.
I just feel like it's a gameplay loop that doesn't really hook you much, especially since the maps are so big with nothing to show for it. I also wish the computers themselves were a little more interesting because the holding E-task just isn't really enticing. It's not even like this is made better by the randomization because all that does is change the computer's layout in the map. And trust me, I have some very choice words to say about that aspect of the game later. The areas you go to in the game leave much to be desired as well, with them all blending together after the city. It's just all really generic, like the snowy area or the sandy area. There are other 5 sandy areas in the game. I feel like it would have been better if they just kept the city area and expanded upon it, because everything after it just feels the same and is so boring with the same buildings and the same tasks and the same landscape. Luckily the last level is a little more interesting of you taking down a giant robot thing, because this game does have a story which I don't understand at all. Besides the first mission, the final mission is probably the most fun I had playing the game, and it mainly boils down to the gameplay actually being fun. It also might be due to the fact it has the funniest final boss I think I've ever seen in a video game, but that's up to you.
Well, look at you. You thought it was gonna be easy, right?
Oh, and that's not even the best part of the fight. It ends with it just booting back to the main menu. Seriously, no cutscene, no windscreen, no nothing.
I will see you again, Killer Bean.
That's
it? That's the last episode? That was just a bunch of cheap walk cycles!
My final thoughts on this game are pretty simple. Don't buy it. It's not the worst game ever, but your only fun having with this game is ironic enjoyment, and that wears out really fast. Since it is in beta, I really do believe it will get better with time, but as it stands at the moment, it's just not worth 15 bucks. And that's where the original script for this video would have ended. But as I was getting some extra footage with my friend, I discovered something so stupid I just had to continue playing this game for it.
Watch this. KillerBean.speedrun.com.
Oh, of course it is.
Alright, what's the record?
As you just saw, I discovered a really fast movement tech in the game, which would lead to me finding out the game had a speedrun.com page. After considering the amount of time I had before moving, I decided I was going to do the Mission 1 speedrun. Knowing it was just one dude in first place, I didn't think it'd be that hard to overtake him, but I didn't know that the randomness of the campaign was going to make this run a nightmare for me. And the reason I say that is in the winning run, he gets all 3 computers he needs lined up in 3 houses. And like I mentioned earlier, computer spawns are the main thing affected by the randomized campaign, changing where they spawn every time you load in. And the best part is, if I get all 3 computers, there's a chance I need a 4th one, and that would instantly kill the run's chances of succeeding.
Weapons! Open your map to see where they are.
And honestly, I could deal with all of these little RNG based things if it wasn't for the fact there's a 30-second black screen in between runs. I wish I was joking, but seriously, Killer Bean takes longer to load on my computer than Cyberpunk 2077. It got to the point where I gave up on the first place world record and just wanted to adequate second place instead. And luckily, right before the deadline of moving, I got what I asked for. Like how all of the runs started, you have to get in the car and drive as fast as you can to the farthest left building. After getting lucky and getting a computer in House 1, I tried to jump out the window, which I will just say now is one of the most annoying parts of these runs. It does save a little bit of time, but you can get caught on any little part of the window, which would ruin some of the best runs I had. Luckily during this run, I didn't get caught on windows as much as I did in others, so I was able to save a lot of time doing that. After getting all 3 computers I needed, the smuggler would spawn in a really convenient spot that would let me kill him really fast. And after doing that and locating the last computer, all I had left was to defeat the mini-boss. And I mean, going into it, I was pretty scared, and he's gonna die in 2 shots, and he's gonna die in 2 shots. Now after all of that and 10 full hours being spent on this game, I got a final time of 2 minutes and 27 seconds, which wasn't close to the world record, but I still felt it was good enough for me to be able to call it a night. There's a lot of bad games I've played throughout my life, but Killer Bean will probably be one that will stick out in my library forever. It's just such a baffling release to me. The gameplay trailers don't have the same gameplay as the game, the non-existent story, the ugly maps, it just feels like something went very wrong here. And I really hope it all gets fixed because somehow, I still see glimmers of a good game between the cracks. I also want it fixed because I spent $15 on it.
Oh my god, the bitch stole my money!